questions. First of all, how long does it take to make you green? And second...
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. How long does it take to make you green?
Yeah.
And second, I spoke to Emily yesterday about you both working on Lost.
Oh yeah.
And I was just wondering, she said you didn't actually work with each other much on that, but I was wondering, did you share experiences from that show, like when you worked together on this show?
It takes me about an hour and a half for the green makeup to be done, but it takes about 3 hours to go from my pyjamas and no makeup on to the full Wicked Witch regalia. Like soup to nuts, that's about 3 hours. And then when I've been Lost, I mean, Emily and I worked together for 10 years. We can't get rid of each other. Like a rash that won't go away, that's what we say. But I mean, how lucky am I that I got to work with my mate for a decade, you know? She's one of my best friends. And we didn't really work together very much because when I first arrived on Lost, they took me as a prisoner. And half the cast were on 2 different camps, right? So one was there and one was there. And I was part of Team Log, and then they did a prisoner trade and sent me to like Matthew Fox and everybody, and I was really disappointed because I couldn't hang out with Emily anymore. But then I got Once Upon a Time, so now she's my bestie. So maybe the next thing we can do something else together as well. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Take care. Hiya.
Hi. So as Selena, what would you say is her favorite thing that she has stolen from her sister? Whether it was the clothes, magic purses, or even a first one to kiss Rumpel.
Hold on. List the things that I've nicked again.
Her favorite
shopping
thing that
list
she
of
has
things I've
stolen
done.
from Regina.
You what? Say it again.
Your favorite thing that you have stolen from your sister.
Didn't you just tell me some? What did you say? Huh?
As an example, like you've stolen her clothes, you've taken a few of her curses.
Give me examples. I thought you were giving me all the things I've done wrong. I got a little bit defensive, didn't I? Calm down, Rebecca. Drink the water. It's pretty early. Simmer down, love. Sorry. What have I stolen? I don't know.
Taking Robin.
I had a baby. I had a boyfriend's baby. That was a bit bad, wasn't it? Stole a baby daddy, sort of, not really. That was pretty awful. It gets worse than that. I think that's pretty bad. I don't think I've ever taken any shoes. I have taken one of Lana's scarves. And let's be honest, I steal all of her chocolate. I steal things from Lana. I don't think Zelina stole them from Regina. I think what she just did with the baby was probably the worst thing she's done. Thank you. Hello.
Hi. What do you have to do in order to get into your role as the Wicked Witch?
Not a lot. Which is worrying, says our therapist. It should, but then clearly you just think you lose it over nothing, so it's weird. I don't have to do a lot to get into character for her. I don't know why. I just feel it must be just a universe thing that I was destined to play this person because she's always come very easily to me, even though she's very, very different to me. I've always it's like just putting on an outfit and then I just become her. It's almost like it happens to me as opposed to me choosing to do it. It literally just feels magical. I don't have any control over it. Thank you, darling. Hello.
Hi. What was it like filming the scene where Zelina met her mum Cora?
Met my mum?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's one of my, that bit where there was a whole sisters thing of Cora, Regina and Zelina, that little sisters arc was one of my favourite things I did on the show. And Barbara Hershey is one of the most delicious women you'll ever meet in your life. You just want to sort of be near her, have a cup of tea with her and touch her. She's just like a unicorn, And the three of us together got on so well, and working together was really, really beautiful. Lots of crying, lots of loving and hugging and holding hands, and it was a really special experience. And it was nice to have that story for my character, to face her mother after being given away at birth. Choosing my sister, but it's fine. I'm fine. Thank you for the question.
Hi. Yesterday during Emily's panel, she said we should ask you to do some impressions. So would you mind doing an impression?
Yes.
She's always getting me into trouble. Give me someone. Oh, Emily. Oh, No, run, Paul. No, just be good. You took it, Daddy, you took it back. What's wrong with you? I've got baby! There you go.
You do hook.
Look at my shirt. His hair, here. Emma. I just literally did a hook. That was rubbish. Not the best, clearly. My bell was better. All magic comes with a price, dear. Since 5 a.m. Oh my gosh, she's still giving me more. I know you're not.
That was fun.
Thank you, darling. Take care. Hello.
So everyone kind of got a happy ending. What's Selena's happy ending?
I think Zelina's happy ending is Regina, her baby, and Henry. And I think all she ever really wanted was to be loved. And in her sister and her child and her nephew that she's no longer strong with, which is, positive. She's not angry anymore, so I think she's healed her heart. So I think finding love was her happy ending in her family. Thank you.
I still love you a lot. Okay, so yesterday with the panel with Emily, she said that you and her would do like a spin-off of you guys coming back to the set and doing shenanigans everywhere. What do you think you would do, and would you want to do that too?
Oh yeah, getting into trouble with Emily. There's a lot of fun to be had with that girl. Shenanigans, yeah. I mean, I'd love to come and terrorise everybody with Emily and put it on Snapchat and Insta story. Who wouldn't? Why was Emily talking so much about me yesterday? She must love me. I ship it. So yes, the answer was yes. Hello?
Hi. So I was wondering, have you taken any props from the set?
I didn't steal the hat. I accidentally stole my broomstick. Don't tell anyone. Don't tweet it. This is a safe space. To my defense, there were 4. So it's not like, hopefully they won't notice. But it's in my office, just leaning up in the corner of the room, so I get to see my broomstick every morning and it makes me smile. Thank you.
Hello, if you'd be a Disney princess, what would it be?
I don't know. Well, with growing up, my favourite, is she really is Ariel a princess? Yes! Because of my long ginger hair, I would pick Ariel because I know all the words to the whole thing, and I thought I was her when I was younger. And when I used to babysit children, I would pretend to be Ariel and sing them songs to make them go to sleep. I didn't have any friends at the time. I like her because she's got red hair like me.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Hi, I just wanted to say I think you're amazing. I was wondering how your character Zelina changed you as an actor and as a person.
Say that again,
How your character Zelina changed you as an actor and as a person.
Woo! How long have you got? That's like a separate Q&A. Playing Zelina has changed me as an actor in a lot of ways, in terms of, I've learned so much being on Once Upon a Time. Like, we have to do things that you don't do on any other TV shows. You're not on like Law and Order, you're not poofing out of a scene. You're not flying on a broomstick on Grey's Anatomy. The things that we do is really specific because it's a fantasy show, there's lots of visual effects, and I've had to learn how to do a scene by myself, but I'm talking to my monkeys, I'm strangling something, there's the scarecrow, I'm ripping out a brain, there's nothing there. And you're completely on your own and you feel like an idiot. You're like, wicked, look at all that going on. Because it wasn't there on the way. So if you can make that look real, I feel like you literally But I think playing this character is always going to have a really special place in my heart. And I would say the biggest things that have come out of this experience for me is the friendships that I've made with Lana and Emily and Sean and Colin. Like, these people are going to be in my life for the rest of my life. And I've gotten to meet so many of you and hear everybody's stories. And I feel like I'm part of something that's bigger than all of us. And I think I am completely, profoundly and deeply moved and changed by this fandom. And I'll always be a part of it no matter what. And thank you so much for all your love and support.
What time in your life did you know you wanted to be an actress?
I think on my birthday, I think I came out of my mum with like jazz hands. You know? 7. I was born annoying, you know. Shut up! Why are we all here? What does it mean? And she's like, eat your bloody dinner! So annoying. And my mum and dad just didn't know what was wrong with me. Like, education. And then when I would visit my family in Germany, they would say in German that I belonged in a circus. A bit much. I was just born this way, and I think I just needed to find an outlet for it, and for me, acting was it. But I even remember when I was little and I'd watch telly and see like kids in alphabetic spaghetti commercials, I could totally do that. But you know, it took me a long time to figure out how to get into the business, and I didn't start acting until my early 20s, so it took a long time to figure out how to even start. It's a hard business to get into.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Hi. I want to know what is your favorite character besides Selena and Regina?
It's kind of my favourite. Oh, that's hard. The sister, my favourite. Probably Rumpel. I love Rumpel. I love Rumpel when he's full Rumpel, you know, he's all sparkly and behind you like a jail cell, like, oh. Yeah, I'm a fan of the villains. So besides me and Lana, I would say that Bobby's character is my favourite. I love Rumpel. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I have a question that I'd love to hear your perspective on, that maybe some of us have been grappling with, which is, do you think that Hades was at any point ever in love with Selena?
No, man, that's a real place. Oh my god, I never really thought about that. What if he wasn't? Oh my god. Oh my god, he wasn't! Oh my god, thank god I didn't sleep with him. I make really good choices! It wasn't. That's a really good question. That's really sad, because that was the first time Selena was ever allowed her heart to open up to someone. I really hope he wasn't like #playing me all along. Take that to her therapist. And she didn't have to go and see Jiminy Cricket yesterday to talk about that. Wow, just blew my mind.
Thank you.
Hello?
Did you do any singing or dancing before the musical episode?
No. No. I didn't find out until last minute that we were even doing it. I'm like, what? And then they emailed me the song. I'm like, oh my god, this is a song. You know what I'm saying? That's like a big song. I was really nervous. But well, I lie. There was a vocal coach that I Skyped with a couple of times. And he's really talented, he's really well known, but he was in LA and I was in Vancouver, and I try and do like vocal warm-ups with him or sing the song with him, but you know how Skype is never completely real time, so it's like so it was difficult. But not really, no. And I didn't really dance a lot in my song. Lana had more of the like intense dance. I was more just running around like beating munchkins up. That's my idea. Hi.
Hi, it's wicked awesome to meet you. So I have a two-part question. One is, when you played Selena, is the old saying true for you, it's not easy being green? And two, what was it like to find gravity on TV?
It's not easy being green. I would say the hardest part is getting it off. At 4 o'clock in the morning when you've had it on for 17 hours and it's in you at that point. You're not getting it off. It takes about 3 people, and then the next day my husband's like, what is that in your ear? weird. It was like green all in here, so my head was like getting it off me. So no, it's not easy being green. And defying gravity has been super magical. I mean, flying on a broomstick, come on. I mean, what's better than that? I'm in a harness around all my bits and flapping through the air. I mean, oh, just shoot me now. It does not get better than that. And then when I read the song in the original script, it was like, and then Zelina bursts through the door and jumps onto her broomstick. I'm like, oh my god! Oh, hashtag all the feels. Especially because I'm singing about flying into tomorrow and I'm flying on a broomstick. I think I've peaked.
By the way, that's my favorite song from the musical episode besides Happy Beginning. And you always were my favorite song when I watched the episode. So thanks so much.
Oh, bless you.
As always.
Cheers, mate. That's really kind. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Christy Lang said on Friday that she thinks she would win in a fight against you and said to ask what you thought.
Someone's annoyed that I killed her. She's on the phone. She was to do something nice this morning. She was setting me up. I love Christy Lang. Christy Lang is one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. I've never killed someone before and then become their mate. It's weird. It's not normal. She thinks she wouldn't. She is very, very, very toned. She is quite strong. She's got strong legs. She probably could. It depends. If I was really angry, I could probably take her down. Let's find out. Let's bring her back. Let's do it right here on this stage and find out. Mud wrestling. The fans will love it. Thank you. Hi.
I actually have kind of a two-part question. The first part of that question is, out of all of the things that you did as Zelina, your whole experience, what was kind of the craziest thing that happened to you during that time?
I remember when I hadn't even shot the Green Witch yet, and they did the whole look, and I wasn't allowed to start shooting until the network had approved what the Wicked Witch looked like, because we tried a bunch of different things. Like, it didn't always look like that, like different lips and different eyebrows and different hair and a different hat. And I remember when we thought we found the one that we liked the most. For me to approve it, I had to go to set, but they were shooting on location, so I had to do it under a black blanket. Like I was like Angelina Jolie, or it was like X-Men, and they were trying to hide a character, and I was like under a blanket and had to be carried past like a boggy pond by these really big Canadian sexy like security guards, locker job. And then put me down in front of the camera. I'm like, this is really weird. Like, what is this show? Like, what am I stepping into? So that was pretty mental.
And out of all of the lines that you said, Zelina has so many great lines. What's your favorite one?
Oh, I don't have one. I don't have just one. I mean, it was pretty messed up when I killed Bellfire and just went, oops. I'm like, oh, that's not good. I'm gonna get a lot of hate tweets for that. And I did. I like what I said recently when I said, like, I'm sorry if I'm good at what I do. There's so many snotty things that I say. I love her one-liners.
I love oops. I use that one all the time.
You didn't tell him the price! Oops. Cheers, thank you.
Hi, Rebecca. First of all, hello, Rubberface.
Thanks.
Okay, the other thing is you women are amazing. All of the characters are amazing, and I don't mean just the characters. I mean you, Lana, Belle, Emily, actually Beverly. All of you are just amazing young women, and it's really an honor to meet you as a person and not just as Zelina. And I guess it's not really a question. I just want to tell you that you've touched a lot of people's lives, and you've really made a big difference. And we hope, and I love what you said about the fandom. Hello, fandom, you're all here. I love what you said about the fandom. It's really good, but I love that you take into consideration how we all feel when you're going into a character, whether it's Zelina or whether it's when you were on Lost or what it is. You've touched a lot of people's hearts. So thank you.
Thank you for saying that. It means a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
It's more of a comment than a question. It's because you can see actors and think that they would play a really good role in maybe something else, like a what if type of situation. And if you're familiar with like DC and Batman and everything, I think you'd make a hot poison ivy.
I thought about it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. Thank you. Let's do it. Make it happen. Make some calls, all right?
Hi. So first I wanted to say that I thought it was extremely unfair that Zelina lost her magic in the last season, and I was wondering if there's any during the Dark Horse that her magic was restored, but she maybe wasn't telling anybody.
I don't think so. I think she's not a very good liar, you know, because she really wears her emotions on her sleeve. So I think if she got, plus also because Regina and Zelina are friends now and real sisters and close, I think Regina would smell it a mile away if I got my magic back, especially now we're roommates. I think she would probably see me like flicking on the light switch and making herself a cup of coffee without moving. She needs to get her magic back. Oh, I'm not coming in. Yeah, thank you.
Hi. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Dylan. Krista said yesterday that you are a very good imitator. Can you imitate 3 of your favorite characters from the show?
You pick 3. You pick 3. Just give me one.
Okay. Robin Hood.
Regina. I didn't mean to shag Zelina and have her baby. I didn't even know it was her.
Snow White.
Charming. If there's one thing I have, it's hope and faith. I love you.
Miriam.
Who? Arian?
The one what you killed.
Oh, my mate. Zelina, why did you kill me?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did you audition for the role of Zelina, or did you...
I did not audition for the role of Zelina. I've been on a lot of auditions in my life. A lot. So when you actually get offered something as an actor, it's like cue the orchestra, fall to the floor. Thank you, God, because you know you have to, you hustle and you try and you fight and you fight and you fight for roles, and then all of a sudden something just literally just falls into your lap. And the year that I got Once Upon a Time in 2013, I had tested for 13 pilots that year. 13. I went all the way to the end where you meet the producers, meet the director, go to studio, go to network, get to the last 2 people, and I just didn't get went all the way to the end 13 times. I'm like, oh my God, might have to quit. But I didn't, and then 3 months later, Adam and Eddie called and gave me this. You're like, oh thank God. And then none of those shows are on the air currently. So that's the thing, like when things go wrong, you know what I mean? You have the time you're like, oh my God, I'll never forget the phone call I got. It was the last test, and it was the end of pilot season, and I was still in the suit from the audition. I'm like, I think I nailed it. That's why I didn't get the other ones, because this was the one I was supposed to get. My phone rings, and it's never good when you answer your phone to your agent, they go, hey. I'm like, and I just, you know how you can't hang up anymore, which is really annoying. On my phone, you have to go, tap. It's not hanging up, it's like, go, tap. So I needed to do something like, ah! I went, tap. And my iPhone and hit the wall and made a dent in my wall, and then collapsed onto the floor with my arms outstretched on the carpet. And I think I lay there for about 2 hours. I was just like, oh my God, it was just so disappointment after disappointment after, I was gutted. And then, I got the part on Once Upon a Time and you're like, oh my God, and it's just, I don't know, the reason I'm telling you this is when things are really crap, know that the universe is just positioning you for something greater, because whenever I'm having a hard time, I remember that story. You don't understand the moment, do what you're supposed to get. You just have to keep the faith. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Bex. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry for mess up. This is my first convention. I'm really nervous.
It's okay.
My question is, when you were younger, is there anyone that inspired you and that you looked up to, as many of us do, like you and Lana and Emily and all the rest of the cast and their viewers?
Not really, because I've been asked this question before, and I look back like, what shows was I watching when I was, you know, a tween or a teen? And I look back, I mean, at the time, we had 4 channels in England. There wasn't really a lot on. Do you know what I mean? It's like the news, boring, or like a documentary about cheese. TV in England, you know, in the 80s, not so much, in the 90s. So I really didn't sort of look up to people until I sort of got older, and then I'd look at, you know, older actresses, like British actresses, and think, oh, I want to be like them when I grow up. Or when I would see them on interviews or late night talk shows and just see them in real life, they were also an actual person and really kind and generous and down to earth. I'm typically inspired by people that are just genuine and really, really kind. I can't do assholes. I can't do unkind people, so usually just kind people inspire me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Have you seen the Wizard of Oz lately? And if you have, do you feel protected over the Wicked Witch of the West?
I didn't hear the beginning. It's what we?
Have you seen the Wizard of Oz lately?
The film?
Yeah.
No. But did it inspire me? No. No, I'm kind of joking. When I got the part, I went to go and watch the film The Wizard of Oz. I'm like, oh, I should do some research. And then I'm like, or not, because let's be honest, that Wicked Witch of the West is a bit different, hopefully, than me. And I mean, then there was the other one that James Franco did, Oz the Great and Powerful. So there's been like all these different things. And I decided to not watch them again, because I've seen everything, but I just didn't want to watch it again because I didn't want to end up copying another actress's performance, and I just decided to just try and do my own thing, you know? So, no. Thank you.
Hey, Bex.
Hi.
I was just wondering what scenes were hard for you to shoot, both physically and emotionally in a show?
I think what's hardest is when you're ill, because you don't get a day off in this business, and like in the winter it's like damp, and Lana will get a cold, and then I'll get her cold, and I'll get something, and then I give it back to her because we're always like here, talking in a scene super intense. And then you've got like, you know, and then you're in like a corset, and you've got bronchitis, and then you're outside, and people go, you should wrap up. I'm like, my outfit comes down here. I can't put like a scarf over my green bosom while we're rolling. I think that would look a bit weird. So it can be really physically draining to work, you know, 12 to 17 hours a day in the freezing cold, in a corset with pins in your head, and your feet are killing you. But you just keep on trucking.
What about emotionally? What scenes were hard for you?
None of them really. I like getting really emotional. So even if it's something that can be a negative emotion, it's really cathartic because then I'm like moving it through my body and kind of maybe getting over something that I'm thinking about that happened to me when I was younger. So I actually find it really healing to get really emotional. I like to have all the feels. Thank you.
Hi, Bex. My question for you is, what kind of songs do you like to jam out to? We've heard a little bit of that from Lana, but I haven't really seen any of that from you. And music can really tell you a lot about a person. So what songs are your jams?
Oh, don't get judged. I love music. I listen to music all the time. I have it on. I mean, I love driving just because that's like my recording studio and I'm performing all the time. And people are looking at me in traffic and I'm like, nailed it! There's not much I don't like. I mean, I'm English, so we like our cheesy top 40. You know, we like all of our pop stuff. I was raised on Motown and soul and funk and R&B. So then when I listen to really good soul and funk, that just makes me feel at home. Because that's what my dad raised me on. Like my first concert was like Luther Vandross and Stevie Wonder I grew up on, Alexander O'Neill and Sherelle. I love soul music, you know. But then give me some cheesy house tunes and I'll dance all night. So I like to mix it up. And when I first moved to America on the 22nd of November 1998, my English friend said, "You're going to America? Oh, don't come back liking country." Shut up! Now I do. So, sorry England. I like a bit of cheesy country. I like it all, but I mean, you know what, I would say my favourite is things that are like a little bit folky, like James Vincent McMorrow, Bon Iver, stuff like that. I like driving to that kind of music. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, lost.
I just wanted to say that you and Lena and Perilla are my favorite characters on Once Upon a Time, and I was just wondering if you guys have the same sisterly bond in real life that you do on the show.
Who do you ask about? Me and who?
You and Lena Perilla.
Lana and I have become very, very, very close. She's one of the most important friends that I have in my life. She's been very, very supportive of me, and we share something that we don't quite understand what it is, where I can look across the room at her or be on set with her and she'll look at me and she just knows what I'm feeling or I know what she's feeling. It's weird, it's like we are already related. I'll think about her and then she'll text me. It's like I can feel her energy before she comes into my sphere. Like, I feel like, I don't know if it's a past life thing or something, but we were meant to be together and we will be for the rest of our lives.
Thank you.
I just want to say I love you, and I've really grown to love your character. And just my favorite stuff that I see you do is just anything with Cora or your sister. And so my question is, how do you feel about how each of you have had a thing for Uncle?
I try not to. Why are we talking about it? It's sick. I didn't even notice until someone like made a gif about it or something, and there's like him with mum, him with sis, and him with me, and I'm like, oh. I threw up a little bit in my mouth. Let's not talk about it. But thank you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. It's really nice to meet you.
That's my mum's name.
Speaking of that, actually, I have a two question. I know I'm not going to do two questions, but I know. How often do you really get the chance to go home to England to be with your family? And then let's say you get that chance. What is the first thing you do when you walk in that door and go, I'm home? What's the first thing you do?
I typically fall to my knees in the driveway of my sister's house, and my nieces run into my arms.
Oh, Becca's home! Yay!
And my sister makes me a cup of tea, and then I play with my nieces, and I kiss them and squeeze them. They're my babies. I mean, I can't. When I get home, I cannot get to my sister's house quick enough to fight her children. What's that about? I love my family. I do get to go home. I usually go home 2 to 3 times a year. So, the more the merrier. Yeah, very close to my family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jennifer. Take care. Hi.
Hello, Rebecca.
Hi.
Let's see. What is your favorite show?
My favorite show? Friends. Friends is literally my friends. I mean, I feel like I'm at Central Perk with them. I'm on the sofa with them. That show has gotten me through some really difficult times in my life. I know all the words to all the episodes, and sometimes I just put it on Netflix and just have it on in the background, like when I'm hoovering, cleaning. I'm just listening to it. I don't know the jokes, even if I can't quite hear it. I like to put it on at night before I go to sleep. Especially what's going on in the world. It's like, let's turn off CNN. For a minute, put Friends on. Oh, Friends. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name is Zemfira. I wanted to tell you thank you for being such an inspiration. Your laugh is contagious. You have one of the best laughs ever. And my question for you is, if Selena could pick any love interest on the show, what person and character would she pick? Anybody, paired or not paired? I think me would be interesting.
I was thinking maybe me and King Arthur. He's got nice baby blues, thick creams, English, probably watch the same telly programmes. Hopefully he makes a good cup of tea. If I really had to pick, I just pick someone new, get a new actor to come in, maybe sitting on the audition and picking myself. Don't tell Mark.
So you were talking a little about earlier about how the process of getting into like the film acting process was really hard into that kind of world, and we're really appreciative that you did and glad that you did. And so I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that process and how you did.
Do you want to be an actor?
I would love to.
I totally see it. I like you. You're kind of confident, grounded. I like it. I can see it. Obviously, you need to have an agent to get auditions, right? And the way to get an agent is to typically just you just submit a photograph of yourself. But before you get an agent, I just recommend to people in this day and age to just create your own content. Take a class, like at school or whatever, or an acting class after school, meet other actors, and then maybe create stuff together. You know, set up your own YouTube channel, make little, write a short with some friends, film it, and just start doing it. Because if you put it out there that you're willing to do it and humble yourself, not like sit there and wait for an Oscar, that's not how it works. You'll start to meet the right people and it will happen. And don't give up, ever. Otherwise it won't happen. Good luck. Hi.
Hi, my name is Linda. I'm from Red Bluff, and first of all, I admire your acting for all the villains out of any other females like Cruella, Maleficent, and Ursula and the Evil Queen. And my first question is, would Snow White and Selena would get along as Step Aunt and Step Niece?
I think so. I mean, now that my character has become somewhat redeemed and less I'm going to kill you, Wally, I think that Snow White or Mary Margaret would be more likely to have me over for a cup of tea. We've both got babies, different sizes, age differently, I don't know, confusing. Maybe now we'll all age at the same time in the same way and we can have play dates, but I absolutely think that they could be mates. Definitely. Cheers.
Yeah, I would agree.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, darling. Hi.
What is your best memory with Lana? What is your best memory with Lana?
Favorite or first? First memory. When did I meet Lana? Oh, I met Lana years ago, before Once Upon a Time. I met her at a viewing party for the pilot of Once Upon a Time, and I was on a different show, and we were playing my pilot and her pilot, and Ginny was there. That's when I met Ginny and Lana for the first time. And it's so funny because I'm sitting there going, well, that's a cool show, better than mine. I was on it. So I'm like, okay, thank God. But it's so weird, you look back. I mean, that was in 2011, and then 2 years later, I was on the show. But the first time I saw Lana on set was when I met her for the first time, and I was wearing her dress, and I'd stolen it. And it was like a huge 6-page scene. It was a gargantuan day where I just didn't shut up about how I'm your half-sister. And the poor girl had to listen to me all day, and I'm like, if she can listen to me, we'll probably be mates. She was very patient. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Denise, and this is like my first convention ever, so I'm freaking out.
Welcome.
So as you can see in the blooper reel, Regina and Selena do not have a sisterly act like sisters. So I was wondering, what's your favorite blooper moment with Regina? Oh, Lana, sorry.
The one you're talking about. My timeline is filled with Lana and Bex humping each other. Everybody's sending it to me, and it's still funny. Give. It pretty much sums up our relationship, which is not sisterly. You're right. Thank you, darling.
Hi. What would you think of a wicked, charming relationship?
I think Ginny would kill me. She's very strong. She may be short, but she's strong. I do not. If he was single, and if it was a parallel realm in which she had never existed, I would go down. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Ginny.
Hi. After the musical
episode, and you mentioned you like to sing in your car. I was wondering if you like to sing any Wicked, and if you did so in costume.
I remember I have never driven in my costume. I think that I would get pulled over by the police like that. I'm lying. I did drive as the Wicked Witch once. I did, and my hat didn't quite fit in. I'm like, driving a bit like that because we had to move to a different location. I don't know why I had to drive myself. Oh my god, I didn't get any green on my car, so I did it once. But I do like to sing in my car, and I remember the first time I was emailed my song to myself, and I got in the car and I was driving to work, and it's so weird to hear your own voice come out of the surround sound speakers in your car. And it's really weird to sing along to yourself. Because I sing along to everybody else, and I'm like, I'm nailing this harmony. This is so weird. It's so weird to sing along to yourself. It's really mental. I'm surprised I didn't crash. That probably wasn't very safe. I won't do that again. Thank you.
Did you ever sing any of like the Wicked musical?
I don't own it actually. I have sung along. I have on my Alexa at home because my husband and I put on Defying Gravity and then Wicked Always Wins and listen to both of them because they both have that sort of, you know, Broadway anthem moment. So we sort of compared the two, which was really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
I was just wondering, before you became an actress, was there anything else you were interested in pursuing it?
No. Not really. I mean, no. I've always wanted to be an actress, and that was my dream. And I had to do different things to get there. But it was, you know, well, I used to be a model, which I hated, and things like that. But it was always, when things were awful, I'm like, but I just could always see the goal of where I was going. So I think if you do have something that you really, really want to do, I'm not a fan of having a plan B, because I think if you have a plan B, you're putting it out there that it probably won't happen. So if you just say, I'm just going to do it and I'm going to go for it and I'm not going to have this other side career, I wanted to do one thing well. I didn't want to split my energy. So I'm not a plan B girl. So go for it. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. I know you touched on this a little earlier, but I want to know, what was it like when you first came to America? Because I think you mentioned you came to
America! Oh my god, it was wicked. I came to America in 1998, as I said, and I arrived and I got into a limousine, because that's normal. My modeling agency put me in a limousine, and there was a cell phone in there, like a bat phone, and it rang like an old-fashioned flip phone. I'm like, hello? And it's like, Rebecca, welcome to America. Do you like Whitney Houston? I'm like, I love Whitney Houston. And they took me straight to a Whitney Houston concert. That was my first night in the US of A. That's why I never left. I mean, that's in America.